Hi, welcome to OnceHub Tutorials. My name is Vivek, and today I'll show you how to cancel your bookings using the OnceHub API and make.com. Using Make, you can send information from OnceHub as well as use the OnceHub API to perform functions within OnceHub with third-party applications which are supported by Make. In today's video, we will be using a Slack channel to cancel a meeting within OnceHub using the OnceHub API through Make. The benefit of this is that using the different triggers available for OnceHub as well as the OnceHub API, you could have a common Slack channel wherein all the booking information would be available, and you could also perform actions such as generating one-time links, requesting a reschedule, or canceling a meeting. To set this up, you can log into your Make account and go to Scenarios. We will go ahead and create a new scenario. For the trigger, we will be using Slack. Specifically, we will be using the trigger for watch public channel messages. We can also take a quick look at the channel I have set up, which is called OnceHub Bookings. The idea is that whenever I want to cancel a meeting, I would be posting it in this channel along with the cancellation reason, and this should cancel the meeting in OnceHub. Let's return to Make to continue with the setup. From the public channel dropdown, I will select the OnceHub Bookings channel. I will reduce the limit to 1 for now so that we can work with a single message at a time. And I will go ahead and save this. For choose where to start, I will select from now on so that we can test the scenario as we are building it. I can go back to Slack and just send in a message to see if this is being read correctly or not by Make. So it looks like my message came through correctly. Next, I can add another module for the text parser. Specifically, I will be adding the match pattern text parser. The reason for adding a text parser is that when we are entering the message within Slack, it could be different verbiages. For example, someone could say cancel this booking and then enter the booking ID, or someone may start with the booking ID and then say cancel this. So to ensure that only the booking ID is extracted from the message, we are using the text parser. We will be using the same method to also get the reason extracted from our message. So for the pattern, uh, I will be entering the pattern of the booking ID, which starts with BKNG, and then it has characters from A to Z, and then 0 to 9. So this represents the regular expression for our booking ID. For the text message, I will simply select text and save. Similarly, I will add a module for the text parser so that we can get the cancellation reason as well. So for the pattern that I would be entering here would be as follows. So what this means is that whatever comes after reason would be captured and the name of the field would be given as reason. So in this scenario, we should ensure that the cancellation reason is towards the end of the message in Slack. For the text, I will be using the same text. And we can go ahead and save this. Let's see if both these text parsers are working correctly. First, I will get a booking ID from my OnceHub account. I can then return to Slack and then just enter a message. So I'm entering the booking ID and I'm entering the reason as unwell. So let's see how this is captured in Make. We will go ahead and run the module once. So for the first text parser, we can see that the booking ID came through correctly. Similarly, for the second one, we can see that the reason came through correctly. So we can now proceed with the next step, which is setting up the OnceHub API module. Here I have selected my previous OnceHub connection. If you have not yet connected your OnceHub account with Make, you can refer to our separate video on this. For the URL to cancel meetings, I can refer to our developers documentation. Within our developers documentation, I can go to booking calendars, select bookings from the left, and then click on cancel a booking. Here you will notice two things. First is the URL. Beneath the part after .com. Second, you'll see that the body of the request also contains the cancellation reason and the send cancellation email. Both of these are required while setting up the trigger in Make. So I will be entering the URL, and since I want to enter the booking ID dynamically, I will select the input from the text parser. I'll select the method as post, and for the body, as we had seen in our developers documentation, there is a specific format. So I will enter the same here. So once I've entered the body, for the cancellation reason, instead of cancel from Slack or any static message, I can enter the dynamic reason for cancellation by selecting the reason field. I will go ahead and save this. I could also add another module so that a confirmation is sent back to Slack. I will go ahead and add a filter step here so that only those messages which contain a booking ID and also contain the word cancel, only those messages would trigger the scenario. So for the condition, I will select the text contains. I don't want it to be case sensitive. And I would select the word as cancel or the phrase as simply cancel. I will go ahead and save this. This will ensure that if I just mention a booking ID in a different context, that it does not accidentally cancel that same booking. So let's go ahead and enter this message again. And let's see if the booking is cancelled when we run the scenario. So it looks like all the modules worked correctly. Let's take a look at the OnceHub account to see how the meeting is coming through. So this was the same meeting which we had seen earlier. And now the meeting looks as cancel and the reason is captured correctly as unwell. I hope this video was helpful in understanding how you can use the OnceHub API to cancel your bookings using Make. In case of any queries, you can always reach out to us at support@oncehub.com. I hope you have a good day and take care.